Hello and welcome to your daily love reading for Wednesday. Wonderful Wednesday. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in 3 decks of cards for this reading today. I'm going to bring in by our soul sister Janvi, the Chakra Oracle and the Divine Feminine Unspoken Words. And I'm also going to bring in the Divine Feminine, the Truth's Power and Undying Love. And you can use any deck for anything. So don't think, you just have to use a feminine deck to connect with the feminine or a masculine deck to connect with the masculine. You can use any deck you're guided to connect with the energy. And that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to use all 3 decks to connect with the energy of you, your person and your journey. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsxo@gmail.com. So thank you, angels. What's the message coming through for you today? What's the message coming through for you today? And I want to say again a big thank you to Janvi. She gifted me these decks a while ago. They're really beautiful. What's the energy around your person and the energy around the journey itself? What's the energy coming in around the journey? There we are. What do you want to say? What's the energy coming in around you today? These can be things that you want to heal or understand or grow through or grow from. What's the energy that's coming in around them today? What's the energy that's coming in around them today? Jumped out. I'm going to pick that up in a second. And the energy around the connection. There we go for the connection. So let's pick up the cards that came out for them. Quite a few cards for them. And I feel they may even answer some of your questions in this reading today. And the message for you today. What's the message for you? We've got 1 card. What's the message coming through for them today? 1 card. And what's the message coming through for the journey today? So this is the guidance from above. So let's see what's going on then. So let's connect with the message for you today. So the first message is the crown chakra. This is really powerful because you know what you believe. So many of you may have changed your beliefs on this journey. Maybe you've gone from not believing in anything at all to having really big faith. Or maybe you've gone from connecting with the angels to really connecting with God. It feels like there's been a shift. There's been a shift from what you used to believe in to what you do believe in now because you've had your own experiences with your angels and your guides and your own truth. And what I'm also connecting with here is, they show me the Om symbol, which is about bringing peace in as well. I've actually got the Om symbol tattooed on me there, by the way. And this can also be about different beliefs. And it's reminding you that we all have our own different beliefs, but the truth is the same. That we are being guided by a higher power, that we have faith and love, that the divine is creating the way, and that we are all safe and supported. So again, it doesn't matter what your beliefs are, whether you're connecting in God, the creator, whether you're connecting in Buddha, Allah, the higher power, the universe, Mother Earth, Father Sky. Everyone has their own way of connecting with their own God, their own source, their own higher energy. And that's okay. And that's what you're being reminded of. And what I'm really connecting with here as well is, if you're worrying about your person, perhaps you're thinking they've got no beliefs, they've got no faith, or they don't believe anything, or they're an atheist, or whatever it is. On this journey, we get shown truth in amazing ways. So don't worry about the fact that you may believe in God and they don't, because God will work through them. God will work through them. God is already working through them by bringing you into their life. They already know through you coming into their life that there's something pretty special and magical going on. And it's part of their journey, remember, to tap into the spiritual aspect of themselves. So they will put the effort in and put the work in to understand their truth. So let go of any fears first of all around thinking, what if they don't have the same beliefs as me? Things will shift and change as you go along your journey. And also as you go along your journey, you're going to connect with the crown chakra because you're going to feel tingles in your crown chakra and you're going to receive guidance from above. And that will also move you into a different way of looking at life. And the message is, I want your shoulder to cry on and I want you to cuddle me after that. Now, this is a big message, first of all, to give back to you. Okay, because if you're thinking, I've got things I want to say, I want them to hold me, I want to cry, I want to tell them what's going on. This is you craving their energy when you can give that to yourself. So the shoulder, first of all, if you're having issues with the shoulder, is burdens. So you may be carrying burdens around right now that you want to talk about, things you want to share with them, things you want to express with them or express to them. So let the angels shoulder that burden. Okay, give your concerns, fears, or worries right now to heaven in exchange for peace. And if you're having shoulder pain, that's about carrying these burdens. Give them to heaven, you'll feel lighter. Think about Jesus, he carried that cross on his shoulder. And when he put the cross down, even though he knew that, something bad was going to happen to him, he still felt relieved because he'd taken that, he put that cross down. So if you feel like you're carrying around a cross of your own, you need to put that down. You need to hand that over to heaven. And you might think, I really want you to cuddle me right now. I really want you to hold me. Maybe you've been through something recently and it's made you cry. Maybe you've been through some kind of loss. You could have lost a loved one, or maybe you've lost an animal, or you've been through something that's affected you. Maybe you've been through something physical and you're thinking, I really want them right now. I really want them to be there for me right now, and they're not there for me. And you may be going through some resentment because of that. Remember, when we go through anything in our life that causes us hurt or pain, it's always a way back to heaven. Because when you're going through something, you're perhaps thinking, oh, my person isn't there for me. And you may even start doubting your faith. You may start thinking, oh, God doesn't exist because he's not listening to me. He's not bringing my person to me. He's not allowing me to have happiness. Or why is this thing happening to me, this big burden? Why have I got this? Why am I going through this? Remember, God isn't interested in your comfort, things remaining the same. He's interested in your growth, and that means things have to change. And we lose people to appreciate them. We lose things in our life to appreciate what we have, to remember the good times as well as the bad, to live on. We live on through, when we lose a loved one, for example, we live on, and we are the legacy that lives on, and they live on through us by the way we remember them. So if you're thinking you should have been there for me when I was hurting, you should have been there for me to shoulder the pain, you should have been there to cuddle me after we had a fight or after that thing that happened, remember, your person taught you in those moments to find your faith, to reconnect with yourself and source, your creator, to feel strong. You got through it, you'll survive. So that's how you find your strength, and that's how you know you can handle it. And I've done many videos on this in the past, talked about how it's so important that you understand that in that moment they were doing you a service by not being there for you. And some of them wanted to be there, but they didn't know how to be there. They weren't strong enough themselves. They didn't know how to help you in that moment, or be there for you, or allow you to be vulnerable with them in that moment, because they weren't feeling they could be vulnerable with you. So they did you a service by not being there to help you to find your faith. So anything you're going through, give it to heaven. If you're thinking right now, I'm going through something where I really want my person to be there for me so I can hold them and cry and let my feelings out and talk and cuddle each other. But if they can't be there for you, they are doing you a service by not being there, because you're learning to give that to yourself. And even if they kind of come to you and they spent an hour with you, it would hurt you more if they had to go back to that karmic situation, or if they went quiet on you again after that. So they're doing you a service by coming to you at the right time. I dream of us having a life together. So you're dreaming of the life you're going to share together. So your dreams may be very vivid right now. You may be dreaming about the kind of life you're going to have. And maybe that's what you see in your mind. You see a life together where you go through things together, and you will. And you cry together, and you will. And you cuddle each other, and you will. But you'll also understand that even being in union doesn't mean that you'll do everything together. You'll have moments where you need your own space and you need to connect with Source, because otherwise you depend on the other person, and then God will come in and shake the tree. Okay, God shakes the tree or prunes the tree when we are not connecting with him enough. Okay, so when you feel you're looking to the other person to fulfill you or complete you, God will shake the tree. So you look to God to fulfill you and complete you, because God is your source. So that's what you need to know. So if you're having shoulder pain, if you're crying, if you need a cuddle, go and hug a tree or cuddle somebody else. Maybe hug your friends or your family or your kids or your animal. Or hug yourself. You don't need anyone to hug you, because you are surrounded by heavenly love. So you feel cocooned in light anyway. And if you're having shoulder pain, release the burden to heaven. Have a good cry. You may just need to have a good cry. So the energy around your person today is the heart chakra. They are healing their heart. And when I love this, we've got Saviour, we've got Atheist for you, we've got Saviour here, because don't ever worry about what they are understanding in their life with their religious beliefs, because they know there's a saviour. And the saviour is Jesus, okay? Or you may connect with God, whomever you connect with. What I'm really getting in this reading, this channeling, is they know that they've been saved in this life because they've met you. And they see you as a saviour, and they want to be your saviour, but they're also teaching you that the true saviour is Jesus or God or whomever you're connecting with. Because you might think, I really want you to be there for me. So you're looking to them to be your saviour, and you have to save yourself by calling on heaven. That's what you're being reminded of. We learn our own strength on this journey, that we don't need the other person to fulfill us or make us happy or complete us, because they already live in us. So we're already whole, we're already complete, we're already safe, we're already able to be happy no matter what's going on. And they're opening their heart to their truth. So Jesus is in their heart right now doing the work, and the angels. So what I'm really connecting with here is, if your person, for example, doesn't believe in a God or doesn't believe in anything specific, Jesus is already working in their heart to bring them the truth, to make them a believer, to help them to see things in a much higher way. And that's what they are going through right now. They're going through a heart chakra activation in many ways. And I'm definitely feeling there is someone watching this who I need to get this message out to. If there is a religious difference between you, don't worry about it, because it's already been fixed, okay? It's already been sorted out so that you will have the same belief system and the same morals and the same values. And I definitely feel as well that if some of you are questioning God or questioning what you believe in, those things are also being worked out in you right now. So you're realizing your own truth. What your purpose is as well, thank you, angels. The purpose is to connect with God or connect with the Saviour. I am open to following plans made by you. For me, it is your company that matters. So what your person is saying to you is, being with you is what matters to me. So when we come together, I will be open to following your plans. And this is also about compromise, remember. There needs to be compromise in this connection. But I feel what they are saying to you is, I'm open to following plans made by you. And I'm really connecting with about the future, about stability, about security, about the way this is going forward. So what I'm getting here is, if you want to marry them in a church, if you're thinking about that, they are saying, I'm open to whatever you want to do. Or whatever your plans are, whatever it is, however you want to get married, however you want to celebrate your union, however you want to show the world that you are one, your person is saying to you, I'm open to that. I'm opening to whatever plans you want to do. Whatever makes you happy will make me happy. It's your company that matters. And I'm also getting this energy about company. A company as in the people you spend time with, but also business. Okay, business-wise, because maybe you're thinking, I want to take my business to this particular place, or I want to move somewhere to take my business there or my company. And your person is saying, wherever you want to go, whatever you want to do, I'll come with you. I'm open to following those plans, because for me, it's your company that matters. And they are very, flexible in that way, where they will pick up their life and take it to you. They will pick up their life and take it to where you are. So, for example, if you live in another country and they live in a different country, they're willing to lift their life up and go and live with you there, or relocate, or do whatever you decide to do. So they're saying that I'm open to your plans, whatever you want to do, whether it's connected with where you're going to live, or the kind of the kind of future you're going to have, or the kind of, it's like making that real, it's like on their mind right now. They're thinking, whatever you want, I want, whatever it is. So it might stress them out, and that's what I'm connecting with. But whatever you want, whatever plans you have, however you want to get married, however you want to secure that, tie that knot, whatever you want to do, they are open to it, following your plans. And this is kind of like them kind of saying to you, whatever cake you want, I'll eat it. Whatever food you make, I'll eat it. They're saying whatever you want, I'll want. Because what I really want is your company. That's what matters to me. And I'll forgive you. I won't keep a grudge. So this is also them letting you know they forgive easily. And this is so true as well, okay? Because you may hold a grudge. Okay, you may stress out. You may be worried about that right now, thinking you should have done this, you should have been there for me, you didn't shoulder my pain, you weren't there for me when this happened. And you may be holding a grudge for that, and you're being reminded to forgive. Okay, to not judge them, because what they are saying is, whatever you've done, whatever we've both done, I will forgive you. I won't hold a grudge. So this is also them saying to you, I've already forgiven everything that's happened. I just need to forgive myself. And if you're choosing your karmic over me, I'll just wait. And this is what you understanding. Please understand this. If you're holding a grudge, thinking you're choosing the karmic partner over me, that's not the truth at all. They don't choose the karmic partner over you or the karmic situation over you. It just means they haven't yet chosen themselves. And if you're saying I'll just wait, it's not about waiting, it's about living. It's about acceptance. It's about being in the power of the now. It's about enjoying the journey. But what your person is saying to you is, please don't judge me for remaining where I am right now if there's a karmic situation or anything else going on, because I'm learning my lessons. I forgive you for holding that grudge. I forgive you if you've been judging me for things I've been doing. I will choose you because it's choosing myself. So I feel there's an energy there about a karmic situation you may be struggling with, and they can be struggling too if you're in a karmic situation. Please understand that, because what they are saying to you is, if you're in a karmic situation, then they're willing to wait for you. Okay, they're not holding any grudges or blaming you for anything, because they truly do understand that these things take time. And also, if you've both been in karmic situations, or if you're both in karmic situations now, they also understand what you're going through. So I feel there's a lot of empathy coming through in this message here. And don't judge me because of my, they're giving me 999 in this card, and I've got 9 here as well. So it says, don't judge me. I'm capable of doing more than normal girls. So it's like they are saying to you, I know that you are much more than a normal girl or a normal guy. And what I'm really being shown in this card is they're giving me the number sequence 11, 111, which is believing. They're showing me these as 9s, 999, and I'm seeing this 9. These 9s are really sticking out, or 11. So it's either 1111 you're seeing, or 999, which is about emergency and them being aware that they need to do something quickly. They're also showing me the 999, which is about spiritual growth, and 111, which is to believe. And they're showing me 9 a.m. So it's like in the morning, as soon as they wake up in the morning, they know that you're different than anybody else. They know from the moment they wake up to the moment they go to sleep at night. And you may be worried thinking, what about all these other people around you, or what makes me different? I'm much more than a normal girl. In other words, you're saying I'm special and unique. They already know that. They already know how different you are. And I spoke about this, in yesterday's reading when we got the Galactic Night coming out, because they're saying there's nobody else like you. There's nobody else like you. So what you're saying, this is a feminine card, you're kind of saying, don't judge me because, of the person I am. I'm more than a normal girl. And it's like they are saying to you, why would I ever think that you aren't? You are unique. There's nobody like you. So it's like they are just completely surprised that you would even think that there would be anyone better than you, because you're the valuable person. Even if there's a karmic situation, you're the valuable person in their life. You're the one that matters to them. And that's why I'm reading this as number sequences. Because when I'm trying to read this, and it's not letting me read it the way that maybe it's supposed to be read. Because I'm reading that as, I'm seeing this as number sequences. Their heart, he says, don't judge me because of my health. I am capable of doing more than normal girls. And this can also be if perhaps there's something that you see as a hindrance. Maybe you're seeing, there's something wrong with me, but I'm capable of doing more than other people. So what you're saying is, I'm not going to let anything stop me from doing things in my life. So what I'm also connecting here is, if you're worrying about them judging you or looking at you different because you may have something that's different than other people. So perhaps you've got a disability, or you may have a disease or an illness or something that you're worried that they're going to think, there's other people out there who can do different things, or because that may hold you back from doing things. But they don't see you that way at all. It doesn't even cross the mind. That's what you're concerned about because you're going through it. It's your lesson to learn. It's like they know how strong you are. They know how powerful you are. So it's like they are saying to you, let go of the fear inside of you, because I feel that you're judging yourself because of certain things. You're judging yourself. This could even be things like, if you've got something that makes you tired. Perhaps you're going through something, like for me, for example, I'm going through perimenopause. And going through perimenopause, for those of you who have been through, it can make you a bit moody, it can make you tired, it can, all kinds of things you go through. And you might think, well, why would you want me when I'm going through this, when you could be with someone younger, or you could be with someone who's filled with energy, or, we tend to worry about the person we are. And what your person's really saying to you in this message is, you are perfect for me just as you are. With whatever you're going through, you are perfect for me, flaws and all. Doesn't matter what's going on in your health, it doesn't matter, you are perfect for me. And they want to open this book with you. They said, I want to be an open book with you. That means they want to be vulnerable with you. They want to talk, they want to communicate. And they give me fear, but they want to open the book with you. They want to start a new chapter with you. This is what they want, and they give me fear around this, because if there is a karmic situation, they are releasing that right now. They are letting go of things they need to heal. And we've got this, I was in my house and I did not see the world. I did not see the world as a biggest myth saying in a glass cage doesn't make me safe. Okay, so what I'm channeling with this is, when they are in their home, okay, they understand that it can be a cage. Okay, it can be a cage, and what they really want is to break out of that. So what I'm connecting with first of all is they are aware of what they need to change and what they need to do. And if you think they're not going to change, or they're not going to do what they need to do to escape or be with you, then that's a big myth. Okay, and a glass cage can also mean, whatever's going on, you can see right through the situation. So that's what I'm connecting with. I'm seeing this as they are aware that you see the truth. And they are kind of saying to you, see beyond the illusion. See beyond this marriage. See beyond this relationship I'm in. See beyond this situation I'm in. Because just because I'm there doesn't mean that I feel safe. I love you as it's you. I love you as it is. You don't need to change your life for me. So what your person's saying is, I love you. I love you no matter what. You don't need to change your life for me, because I'm going to pick my life up to be with you. I'm open to following plans that you make. So I really feel what your person wants you to be aware today, or to be aware of today, is that they are willing to do what it takes to be with you, wherever that means. Wherever that takes you, whatever that means, they're willing to pick up their life and be with you. And I get your messages in music, and I love hearing them. Do you get mine too? So you're definitely both communicating right now with music. So you may hear songs about relocation, or about them doing what it takes. And that's what they are showing you. And about you being perfect just the way you are, no matter what you perceive to be wrong, or a challenge for you, or a struggle for you. They're saying you're perfect for me in songs. They're saying that they are willing to do what it takes to be with you, even if that means, something connected with religious beliefs or relocation or changes. They want to do what they can do, what's right to be with you, and that's the most powerful thing. So let go of any confusion, especially if you're confused about what will happen or what's going on. Because the message says, when you are my DM, and, take the label away, when you're my person, I expect you to be my friend, philosopher, guide, and a lover. Now, that's expectation. Okay, that's saying, I expect you to do this, this, and this. And you may be judging them if they're not doing those things. And that may make you confused, because you might think, well, you're supposed to be my friend, you're supposed to be there for me, you're supposed to help me, guide me, love me. And if they can't be that person in that moment because of the situation, or because of their own fears, or because they don't feel worthy of you yet, you've got to remove the expectation. Because you may be confused thinking, why aren't you acting this way? They feel all those things for you, but they actually see you as the philosopher, and they see you as the guide. And they think, you're this inspiring being of light. You're strong and powerful. You don't even need me. So this is a real message for you to lower your expectations, because that can confuse you. It can confuse them, and it can make them feel like they're not good enough for you or they're failing you in some way. We've got, I do play some games on you just to get your attention. I don't mean to harm you. So what this means is sometimes you might put something out there on social media to see how they respond or react to that, or you may send a message. Nothing's ever meant to harm each other. So, you don't mean to play games with each other. And this is a big sign that these things are going into the past. I do things, I say things sometimes to try and get your attention, to wonder what you're doing. But I never mean to harm you or cause you pain. This can also be things like, if they're not replying to your messages, you might send another message and say something like, oh, fine then, or, you're saying, move on then, or I'm going to leave you alone, or whatever you say, but really you're doing it because you want them to respond. And if they send something back that says, okay, or, if they're trying to say to you, I don't want to harm you, so if me acting this way harms you, then I'm going to take my energy back. They don't mean to harm you. And everything I desire in a partner is you. So you're saying everything I want is you. Everything I desire in a partner is you. I want you to be my guide, my friend, my philosopher, my lover. But remember, these are the things you find within yourself with your connection with Source. So the big message I've got coming through today is, if you're expecting them to be your saviour, don't. Because God is your saviour. Jesus, the higher power, whoever you connect with. Find the saviour within yourself. Save yourself by connecting with your heavenly guides, because your Father in heaven will never leave you, no matter what goes on. And when we have a human side, we may get distracted by the outside world or our own physical body or other things going on. So don't look to your person to be your saviour. Look to yourself and Source. That's the message coming through. And if you're worried about what they think about you, they see you as special and unique and magical. They're not judging you for the person that you are. They love the person that you are. So let go of your own fears. Let go of expectations, expecting them to give everything to you in this moment when they're not ready to do that. They're telling you in music that they do care and you're the one and you are special and you don't need to change anything in your life, because they're going to change things to be with you. They're already being activated in their heart by Jesus to see things in a higher way, especially if they haven't got a faith right now, or, they're struggling to understand. And I'm definitely feeling that, it's like plans to get married or to share your union with others. They will do what feels right for you. What you want, they want. So you make the plans and they will follow through on those plans. But it's also about you letting go of expectation and allowing things to unfold naturally. And that's what you need to know. So very, very intense reading. And this card just moved on top of the deck. So look at this. Have peace, joy and happiness. Because when they come from within, make those the priorities. So I love this because it says, having peace, joy and happiness from within are my priorities in my life. So work on that, happiness, joy and peace comes from within you and above you, not from the other person. And if you're constantly looking for it outside of yourself, you're never going to find it, or you're never going to be satisfied. So instead of looking for your person to save you and guide you and help you, ask the angels for that. Call on God. The angels will be your best friends. Okay? The angels will be your guides. The angels will be your saviour. The angels will give you everything, wherever that card went, that you're wanting. They will be your shoulder to cry on. They will help you, guide you, love you, direct you, and just assist you with anything you want. And that's what you need to know. So stop looking to the other person to give you all of that and start connecting with God, the Creator. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.